all the properties that it has to offer as a weapon. You've got the horn here at the top. This is really, really important. You've got a horn on this side. That's important, but not as quite as important as this. Because with this weapon, whatever he does, I might come in here and just stick that in his neck. Now, when I stick that in his neck, that's the end of the story, because you keep your horn really sharp like a spear. And on mine, the horn sticks up about 4 inches, 4.5 inches past the end of the handle. So you've got 4.5 inches of penetration, but you've got 3.25 inches of width. So the wound, when you take this in here and you stab him in the guts with that thing, the wound is huge. Okay? When you stab him in the face, the wound is huge. And the neck, the wound is huge. When you stab him like this, you have so much power, he'll split the breastbone. Right? So the axe, you're always fighting like a bully with the axe. With the Viking axe is a bullying weapon. Okay? It dominates everything else. It can hit so hard that I can actually just keep him on the defensive all the time to where he can't do anything. Okay? So you bully with the axe. So you have the horn to stab with. You have this broad piece here. When you cuts at me, I can pick it up just like this, maneuver it just like that, very easily. I can pick it up on this side here, maneuver it like that, come right off, and shove it right back into his face. This allows you to dominate his weapon a lot. And at first you say, oh, Lynn, isn't that hard to catch stuff with her? Yeah, a little bit. There's no free lunch in fighting. I wish there was. The closest thing for a free lunch is a 12-gauge shotgun or a 357 Magnum at 10 feet. That's why I never give up your guns, because if you don't have guns, you're going to have to go back to this, and this takes a lifetime of use to get good at it. So guns are great, great, great equalizer for very little investment in skill, and we never want to give them up. So I can catch with the top of this, okay? I can also bash things out of the way. I can come in here and keep that right out of the way. I can lay on things with my Viking axe. I can lay on that all the way like this, or I can come right from here and hook it, just from there. He doesn't even know that that's the target right there. Whoop, off he goes. So that gets into capturing and dragging, okay? So I can capture his neck, and that hook, that horn goes right in there, pow! Right in the base of the cerebellum, right in the neck, severs his spine if I want to. I can come in here and grab him by the shoulder if I want, arm, anywhere of the arm or hand. I can grab him on the body, here on this side, or I can reach around the other hip and manipulate him. So I can constantly manipulate him. I can manipulate him anywhere on his leg or his ass, anywhere here. Very easy to manipulate. You can come up here and do that. Did I cut you? See that stroke? One of my favorites. When you've got a tall fighter like this, right? Matt tends to leave that leg out there. Thank you, Jesus. For a little short guy like me, I'll come up here, feed that up, feed over here, and drop and cut that foot off. Now, you saw what this did on the tatami mat. Ting! Right through. You know what happens when someone's wearing shoes like that? When you come down on their foot like that with the Viking axe, you can split their foot all the way in half. Can you imagine your foot split in half like that? Are you taking another step? You're going to be, ah, ah, ah. That's what's going to happen. Okay? The Viking axe can be used to manipulate. I can back things out of the way with it. I can catch. I can also attack with it. With the edge. I can attack this weapon with the edge and knock it out of the way. I can come over and knock that out of the way. It hits outside of its weight class. How do you like that? You like that? It's never stops attacking. It's a bitch. It just is, it's a non-stop whirlwind. And I'm not even trying hard right now. This is really, really baby stuff. Now, there's another thing you do with the Viking axe. He thinks it's all like this, right? I can come here. Woo! Huge reach. Okay? Lots of times in your fight, he thinks this is it, but it's not. I got that reach here. Woo! Long reach. He thinks it's all here. Long reach. Okay? So it has a long, long reach. Also, earlier I talked about it. Now, Lynn, why do you spend so much on that hickory shaft? I'll just tell you how much mine cost. $12. I paid $12 for the shaft alone. Now, why do I do that? Because it's really good stuff. When he cuts at me with that from here, that shaft will take it. It won't break. You might get little dinks in it, right? You might have to replace it after the battle. Who cares? You went through the battle with it. But the shaft is soft. And then right there. So there's so many things that you can do with this because I would spend the money on the shaft. If I made the shaft out of ash, not as good. Ash is good, but it's not as good as hickory. We use hickory on our Samburu spears because there's no other wood that's tough enough. All the other woods we tried broke too easily. It's the same thing with this. All over the world, they import hickory from America. They send it to China, they send it to Taiwan, they send it to Japan, it's used in Sweden, it goes everywhere because there's no wood better for it, for an impact tool. So this shaft is really important. So when I fight with this, my goal isn't to usually make a big swing. I'm going to come in here, flush, look for that opportunity, pull down, and see, even when he enters, I just go back and take the center line, push him off, whoop. You just bully him a little bit. And we're not going hard. This isn't hard for me. I'm being kind and gentle. Now, you can also use this one hand. Sorry, too hard. No, it's okay. Here. Oof. Oof. You can clear with your axe. If I don't like what's going on, I just do that. If I feel like he's getting the upper hand and I'm in a downward spiral, when someone is getting ahead of your timing and your rhythm and they're attacking and I don't like it, I might just clear. Do I come forward? Nope. Nope. Or I may just do this. I can make big motions with this. So the Viking axe is one of the kings of the battlefield, and it's the king for a reason. Any questions? Thank you.
You'll be immortalized.
Bob Jerome said he would not value the long sword over the axe has a big gap. And the smashing power. The long sword is going to have a harder time dealing with that non-stop horrible attack in the you know, when I extend my arms, Matt's arms are 10 inches longer than mine. So he's going to have 9-foot reach for that thing. Nah, 9 feet away, bang, in his face. Long reach.
I make prototypes and I bring them to him, and sometimes he does it and sometimes he doesn't. You know? This is, I'm not done yet. I just came to show him as proof of concept. I like the Gur if you're, you know, if you're want to put more of them, because some of them have, you know, 3. Yeah.
It's certainly 9 feet.
If you had this look.
You know? I like this one the best just because it's the most versatile.
Spear,
sickle,
axe combined.
It's like the Europeans have theirs. I think this was the more effective one. And I like it more for when you for the pullback. So when you know you get them, you pull it down, and then you can thrust back in.
You can just dominate my blade. You have to touch it. I'm gonna have to run like crazy from him. The thing is I need time and distance to have a chance to see him. But in a battlefield, crap, there's everybody around us, right? There's no time and distance. If I don't shoot him, they're all going to kill me.
Right here.
So I can kill him and go through him, so I'm not flanked by everybody else.
I have a real one at home,
That's why
an old one, made of bronze.
awesome deal. No registration, huh?
Unfortunately, I found it in Hong Kong, and there's like one of like 3 that were like